What it do? What it do? It's your boy, BX Brother 718_TV live with Madden NFL 20. Go sit down, man. Legacy Football League custom franchise mode. This is preseason week 3. Got my Oakland Raiders going up against T-Dot and the Green Bay Packers.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, Mike 42. I don't even know why this team showed up.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell.
Let's go, Isaiah.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here. Go sit down.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 280. Hey, 734.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. It's caught by Crowell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Raider 1. Hey, Charlie. Check.
Now Carr.
Good catch, AB.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You. Express.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown,
Good move,
Raiders.
good play.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
How to figure out how to
43 extra yards to the 43.
Hit it.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On the run, it's Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bravo! Express! 51, Mike, 51! I'm coming!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hey, Echo! You're mine. It's a party now. Jim. Express. I got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is Carr at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Now. Come on, boy. 51. 180. We're good.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
319. I got him.
Loco over here.
SOS.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
And he wastes no time. Pick play. Dang.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them.
I don't like the way these guys play, man.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check 26, check 26. Easy.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Oh, you get on the head.
Greystone, travel.
Oh,
Picked off there.
that would have been a nice pick 6.
Instead, 2nd down.
Come on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 31.
They go back to the ground with Jones. He's going to get 4 on this as he's down to the 2-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Hey, Anquan, thanks for that like over there on
And
Facebook.
The 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will
I don't
get
even got
themselves on the
chatting
board
you up.
here at 14-3.
Probably was out there chatting with me.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back 42. You don't want nothing. Give it. Pick up the ball.
On first down, Richard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get tired of seeing me. Check.
Go Chief.
Kill.
Well, Dumbo.
Turn it up.
You're mine. Hey, seam 6.
Now Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Even.
OP.
Carr gives to Richard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big man, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game,
Hey, thanks, Anquan. Thanks.
He's like, hey, these pants
Actually,
make me look
Aquan.
fat.
That's how you pronounce it, right?
You're just a whole lot. Of
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Carr completes it.
Well, from an offensive perspective,
Hey, excuse me, man. I got this cold, man. This shit is kicking my ass, man.
It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now.
Fight 51. Mike.
180. Hey, we're good. 280.
51, Mike 51.
Who's right, Chief?
Therapy after this. Joker.
Express.
Wide motion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh,
Flag
man.
is down in the backfield.
He gave me a holding call anyway.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
They'll run with Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Monday, down. 180.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give Crowell another crack. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Carr now on 3rd and goal. 2 straight. And it'll be intercepted.
AB, you couldn't get away, bro.
And a big turnover there as his guys
My son
will
AB
get the
couldn't get
football
away.
back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, D.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Richard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Yo, Ginger, what's going on with you?
A play makes a huge step
How you been? How you been? How you been?
Step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Now, 180.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr letting one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Luke Wilson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
Yeah, they got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Yo, Rod. Yo, man, me and you both, bro.
Trying to get one more in here before
Me
the
and
quarter
you
breaks.
both, bro.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Short boot, take it at the 21.
We play to win. Let's go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go.
He rifles
That's the
one that's
BX I know.
intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by Gary and Conley. First
Let's go.
possession
That's
of
the
third
BX I know.
quarter
We gotta be able to
interception,
get
so
there
maybe a
quick.
second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the
That's what we
equivalent
wanted to
of
do.
running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, is there
It's
some
a loss of 4
there's any
on
good
the
free
first down
free
play.
agencies?
And that's what this
Is any
defense
good
is gonna need to do
O-lineman
more
in
the
free agency?
second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision.
Yeah, I'm starting to get it now, man. Starting to get it.
Nice loss.
My biggest thing is I gotta be able to play that ball, man, and be quick with it. So I'm getting used to the new buttons with the O-line and the linebackers.
On 2nd and 14.
Let's make these 637. Let's make these babies cry. Express. Check. Crunch.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Carl, where you
And
going
this
the
one
ball to,
taken
buddy?
in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Express.
Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Hey, we got Mike
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Carr is looking good, man. Carr is looking real good. I got to make sure, Dame said he released those players. I just got to double check. And he re-signed all his players that the computer released. So if that's the case, we can go ahead and start free agency real quick.
Carr now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Man open left side is Brown. 12 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him. Because
he got stuck behind the fucking guy.
They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Zoo. Express.
Here's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Richard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
What now? 180.
42 at the mic. Check, 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 check.
180, check.
This is Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
High 7.
Carr now to throw.
And you don't.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason,
yo, this is good. This game
pretty vanilla
has took
defenses.
35 minutes,
Play with abandon. They just
and
go out and make
we
plays.
are
You kinda let their athletic
pretty
ability
much
take over
almost
in
done
order
with
for you
the
to
third quarter.
notice them.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good
You better
here
not
at
break
the
that bin.
30-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Jump out!
Mike 54.
Protein spill.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Benson Mayoa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh, that was my pick.
Shreds him with a stiff
That was my
arm.
pick.
And all the way down
Oh,
the
my
22-yard
God,
line.
bro.
A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 55 yards.
Oh, my God.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Vontaze Burfict, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Hey, yo, Dre, what's going on, Dre?
Hurst. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Kaiser on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready, break.
44 to Mike. Here we go.
Now.
They start the drive with Martin. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's
Copy that,
incomplete.
copy. I got you, man.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen. Wide, get wide.
Blue draw corkers.
Now Glennon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Hey, Sanchez, thanks for that
Picked
follow.
up by
Definitely
Josh
appreciate it.
Jones. And his guys are going
Let
to
me
take
go ahead and
over
check
at
my-
the 31-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step
somebody that just
one.
followed
They
me.
still have a lot of work
I know
to
you
do.
won't. You won't
They don't
know.
wanna focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, Dredd. Yeah, that's a yes, bro.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist.
Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Oh, what flag is
And,
that?
he's
Come
going to
on.
be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check three.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 38, Kaiser, and that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read,
Oh, mine?
better execution, and done with a lot of it.
DX Brother 718
Absolutely.
_TV.
Got him. Maurice Hurst. And this defense will take over right
Yep.
near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Defense.
On 2nd and 2, Glennon. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
He
Tried
did
to
not
dial up
fall
the
for that.
long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and 3rd and short.
Ready?
Mike Spofo. Watch the screen.
They'll run it. Here's Martin.
And the
And
face
he'll be
mask.
brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty.
Lily, get out of there,
is gonna
Lily,
help.
please.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Glennon. And he's going to be taken down here.
Stay in that pocket, BX.
At the 32.
Stay in the pocket.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Third down, it's Doug Martin. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Ava, chill out, man.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Check it back.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Uncorks one for Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Yep. Motion. Hustle there.
Glennon. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Bree. See it closing the wash? What? Is there closing the wash? No, I gotta put clothes in there, so don't put nothing in there.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack on first down, Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Maurice Hurst in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, Kaiser. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Kaiser to throw for it.
Oh, God. Batted 19, that would have been a pick.
The 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Another try after the first down sack. Kaiser. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, my God, yo. Yo, Rod, what you mean, Rod?
The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, that was a much better outing, man. Much better. 3rd game in playing. I like that. I like that.
60 outlaw.
Double time. 3 down.
Ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel
Damn
down
good
comes.
game.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
All right, bet.
For us, for Charles Davis,
I'm getting ready to sign off here anyway, man. So thanks for tuning in. It's your boy BXBrother718_TV with Madden, NFL19, LFL custom franchise mode. If you haven't done so already, definitely hit that follow button and or like the page over on Facebook. Definitely follow my social media links, which is down below. Start with my YouTube at BXBrother730. Follow me over on Twitter for the latest news updates at BXBrother718. And most importantly, definitely follow my Twitch, man, at BXBrother718. Till next time, everyone. Peace.